Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel! We have gotten extended with StoryHive because we're so amazing and everyone loves us so much.
Yes, and we have a new face with us.
Hi.
Everyone say hello to Sahar. She's going to be our, graphic designer, marketer, illustrator.
Just overall creative.
Creative icon. So if ever you're watching our videos or seeing our cool thumbnails or any of our cool design stuff and you're like, wow, that's amazing. I need someone to do that for me. Hit her up. We'll put her...
We'll have a little thank you at the end of the video for her.
Anyway, today we're super excited. It's our first time back in 2 months? In a couple months? Regardless, we are back at the Edmonton Corn Maze. So let's go inside. All right, welcome everyone. We are the Berta Bound Besties back with StoryHive On Location, and today we are at the Edmonton Corn Maze. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Awesome. So can we start off by you telling us your name and what you do here at the Corn Maze?
Yeah, my name is Jesse Cray, and I'm one of the owner-operators of the Edmonton Corn Maze.
Nice. And how long has it been open?
We've been running, this is our 23rd season of doing this, we go every August through October kind of, so 23 years of that.
Wow. And what was the inspiration behind starting the maze?
We were just two young guys coming out of university, not knowing what we wanted to do with our lives, and my parents started a corn maze down in Lacombe, an hour away, and they had started a year before, and they had success, and we thought we'd give it a try here, so we drove around looking for a field that we could plant some corn on, and then the rest is history.
Wow. So that must have taken a wide range of skills from did you plant the corn yourselves?
No, we work with a local farmer here.
Okay.
And when we started out, he had a tractor and some equipment, and we a bit of trial and error and a bit of making sure that it all turns out. And 23 years later, we're doing it pretty much the same way as we did when we started.
Oh, that's awesome. 23 years of learning. That's awesome. And so what are your hours of operation?
We are open every day of the week, basically. Mondays we're closed in the fall, but we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every other day, and Sundays 1 to 5.
And for large groups, are people able to book big groups with you?
Yeah, we get lots of large groups here. We get youth groups and corporate groups and all sorts of different things, and we can get fire pits that you can reserve and use those with your group, and wander around out here with your friends or your co-workers or all sorts of different people.
And would you say there's a certain age that you cater towards?
We kind of actually can hit most ages. We get people out here who are 65 plus or 80 or 90 wandering around, and then we get all the way down to the little babies who aren't quite as adventurous, but they still have fun out here too.
And so besides the maze, what other attractions are available here?
The maze is the main thing. In the summer, we have fields of sunflowers that are blooming, so people come and wander around through that and get lots of pictures and enjoy that. And then once fall rolls around, we get some pumpkins in and go with that. And then also on the yard, we've got a bunch of other activities for fun. We've got jumping pillows, mini golf, tractor ride, and some farm animals, and lots of games to just keep you entertained. And just enjoy being out here with your friends.
Nice. And so out of all the attractions that you offer, which would you say is your favorite?
I still like being in the maze. It's fun watching people out here wandering around and getting lost, and then just trying to find their way out and interacting with strangers and their friends and family.
And what should people bring to fully enjoy their time? Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, it's just a good outside activity, so a good pair of shoes. If it's rained a little bit, it gets a little muddy, but otherwise a good pair of shoes and some water and a little bit of patience if you're going to be walking around in circles getting lost. But that's basically it.
And maybe some people that you're okay spending a long amount of time with.
Exactly.
If you get lost. And how long would you say people should expect to be here for?
The maze itself takes roughly an hour to get through, And then the other activities on the yard, most people are here for 2 to 3 hours total.
And so what would you say is the most challenging aspect of your job?
It's just dealing with people sometimes gets a little bit much, but in general, most people are happy to be out here enjoying some nature and having fun. So,
And what would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
it's probably the same thing. People walking out here, hearing people laughing and arguing and having all sorts of fun together with their friends and families is quite rewarding.
And another geared question, how do you actually make the corn maze?
Very carefully. In the spring, we plant the whole field, and then when it's about 6 inches tall, we grid it all out, and then we have a blueprint and we cut out the paths, and then we just let it grow. It's the same idea as when you take a picture and copy the little square into the bigger square, the same idea, but on a huge scale. And then we let the corn grow, and then we open at the beginning of August.
Wow, that's so cool. So we saw it when we were walking through here with you. You knew every turn that you would take and stuff like that.
Yeah, when you've been through here a couple times, you start to recognize the same spots where everyone gets a little stuck, and you only make the same mistake a couple times, and then by your second or third time through, you've got it figured out usually pretty good.
For sure. And how do you prepare the corn maze before you open?
Basically, it's just letting the corn grow. So if we've got good conditions with the right heat and moisture, then we keep the trails nice and clear and let the corn grow as tall as it can.
And what would you say sets you apart from other corn mazes available in other areas?
We've been here for a long time, so we've got lots of other activities set up, and we're nice and close to Edmonton here, where we can draw in lots of people from the city, and it's not a long drive to get out here, so that's nice.
And in your opinion, what would you say is the best month to come visit the maze?
They're all kind of nice. They've got their special things. It's still, for a lot of people, it's a fall activity. So September, October, once fall starts rolling around, then we get a lot of people. But August is always nice because the corn is nice and green, and it's not usually as busy, and the sunflowers are blooming. So it really depends what you're looking for, but I always like the summertime.
And would you ever want to branch out and maybe open another maze somewhere else?
I think right now this is taking up a lot of our time, and so we try and add a little bit here every year, and that's probably the way we'd go, just keep adding here and not branch out too far.
For sure. If hypothetically you were in a position to open another maze and you could open it anywhere in the entire world, where would you go?
Oh, probably someplace with a little bit warmer falls, where you can, because frost comes here pretty early, so then you got to start moving things inside and stuff. So somewhere where the falls are a little bit warmer, but still nice fall weather is good. So.
Nice. And what is it that you think makes people keep coming back every year?
I think it's the memories that you create wandering around out here and interacting with people. Your friends and family and strangers, and just getting out of the city and enjoying some country fun.
And is there anything you wish people knew about the corn maze?
No, I think we've been here long enough that we're starting to have kids who came as kids, and now they're coming with their own kids, and it's just become a tradition for some families, which is lots of fun.
And so if 23 years ago, when you first opened, someone told you that it would be as big as it is now and you'd be here now, what would 23-year-old ago you think?
Yeah, we didn't know what we were getting into. We were we didn't have a whole lot to our names, and we planted the corn and hoped that people would come. And now every year we kind of do the same thing, but we're happy with how things have grown and how where it is. So I think it would have been a surprise if you would have told me that I was where I am now, but I'm happy being here. So.
And my last question for you has nothing to do with the corn maze, but we like asking people.
You bet.
What would you say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Oh, just to find something that you enjoy and love, and then it makes coming to work and doing things really good every day.
Amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
You bet.
STORYHIVE On Location. Bridgette Boyko here. Live on the jumping pillow. It is in fact pretty jumpy. You can in fact jump on the jumping pillow. This is fun. But I am here on the jumping pillow. Thank you. Did you know an ear of corn provides about 80 calories? Did you know 1 bushel of corn can sweeten 400 cans of soda? I speak goat.
Oh, that's terrible. Sahar, do your best to goat.
Why do you all sound
That,
scared? You're really good.
I won.
What's your name?
That's wonders he really like you.
Oh. Rachelle, how do you feel about the corn maze?
I love the corn maze. It's like a second home to me. I call my mom corn sometimes.
You're her little colonel?
Her little colonel, yeah. No, came here as a kid, came here as a teen, a tween, an adult.
As we found out in the car, you haven't been here since. How old were you?
I was 19.
How old are you now?
Wouldn't you like to know, other boy? I'm 23. Young. 23. Chris, just starting out life. Not mid-20s, no. 25 could never.
Sahar, tell me about your time at the corn maze.
I've been here many years, but I just found out that we have a petting zoo and we have the pumpkin patch.
You didn't know about the pumpkin patch?
Didn't know about any, so I thought it was just a corn maze. Learning new things every day. So that's where I'm at with the corn maze.
How's your time on the corn maze?
Thank you so much for asking, Rachelle. I really like the corn maze. I actually have been wanting to go to the corn maze for the longest time, but wasn't able to make it this season. But I love it. It's so wholesome and a very outdoor activity, even though I hate being outside. Like, it's one of the very few outdoor activities I love because it's fun. And then you go and you get lost and you find your way out and then you feel like you've accomplished something. You feel like you did something, even though all you're doing is like walking through corn, but you did something. So
You walked through that corn.
get out there, go to the maze, get lost. Mic drop.
I actually saw this video recently on an app that showed what
You can say
dinosaur-
TikTok.
On TikTok. That showed what dinosaurs actually sound like, and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
So that wasn't fun, but
Show us your best interpretation of what they sounded like.
She, can I tell you something? I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok. She's almost spot on.
Show us your best interpretation of what they sounded like. I want it full outer, I don't want it
Okay, I know. I'm just getting into it. That's not.
But imagine it was like
That's not how they sound.
looking like a T-Rex. We could like Photoshop that on.
Definitely not.
more belief than my editing skills than I do. You want to hear my interpretation of the T-Rex?
That's like a Jurassic Park, which has now been known as false. Yeah. Thank you very much. My goodness, she's not on the side of TikTok we are on.
I don't watch TikTok. Sorry, I have more to do with my day.
Educated.
Yeah, we're educating ourselves.
Read articles.
PSA, they're kidding. Do not use TikTok as your primary source of information, please.
Please don't. This is our PSA. Yeah. Don't do that.
We're kidding.
Don't do that.
A little
Rafflecopter.
So guys, I'm going to tell you my favorite fact from this wall. It's also going to be the only one I read. So if you look here, you will see that a cow's age can be determined by counting the rings on its horns. So that's pretty cool. So if you ever see a cow and you're like, how old are you? Instead of asking it, because cows don't speak English, just count the horns on its rings.
Another PSA, don't go up to cows.
Yeah, another PSA, don't go to cows. They're aggressive, I'm pretty sure. So friends, just realized maybe some people don't know what a corn maze is. Corn maze is a maze of corn that you walk through. So there you go. But this is the maze we're about to go enter through. So put on your shoes and grab your popcorn and let's go. Hey everyone, let's go get lost.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Right, here we are in the corn maze. As you can see.
There's corn around.
All right, everyone, day 1, hour 1, moment 1 of us in the corn maze. Hopefully we don't get lost.
I've only been to one corn maze where they haven't. It wasn't this one. It was purposely, it was one at night.
Ooh.
You were there, I'm pretty sure. It's for my birthday.
Oh, this is awkward. I was there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And we went at night because I'm like, that would be fun. And I think we needed to call the lady.
Yeah.
Because it was like,
Things are hard, especially when it's dark.
and we were using flashlights. I'm like, this is kind of scary.
It's correctly answered the question to send you in the direction of the next checkpoint.
So a hint if you get it right.
Yeah, but if you get it wrong, you don't know which one it is.
So don't get it wrong. Let's see.
Or maybe this is a sign that it is right because there's 2 left. Who's your leader? The person with the longest hair is the new leader.
That's Sahar.
That's Sahar.
Yeah.
Sahar has the longest hair.
I don't need to lead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Sahar, you can answer the question.
Okay.
Corn grows where? In outer space, on a farm, or in the grocery store?
I would say on a farm, which means we go to the right.
That's a really good, educated hypothesis.
Thank you.
I'll agree.
I think it's space. Oh.
I don't know. For me, I just really like corn.
I love corn.
What do you like about it?
It's corn.
A big hunk of knobs. It has the juice. It has the juice. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn.
My favorite spot in this whole corn maze, if you come to the Edmonton Corn Maze, this is not guaranteed in all corn mazes, but at this Edmonton location, there is a bridge. And you can go on the bridge and see the corn from up.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
So let's find the bridge. We're off to find the bridge. We're off to find the bridge. Rachelle, how does it feel to rekindle with your bridge?
I'm about to cry. It's a very emotional experience, I think, for all of us. No. Look how cute, though. Like, imagine coming here. I mean, like, now it's kind of boring because there's, like, no leaves on the trees. But, like, if you come here, like, beginning of September, like, end of August, it'd be beautiful.
It's still beautiful.
It is still beautiful. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Like, look at that.
Corn.
And then bring it back to me when I bring this in. Look at that. Movie magic.
As you can see, there is a lot of corn. Just corn. So we have to let the person who has done the least amount of leading to be the hero and lead you to the finish. I have not done a good job, so I believe it's to Rachelle. So, question.
Okay.
Lead the way, Catman.
She needs to read the question.
Is the Edmonton Corn Maze a farm? Yes or no? I actually don't know
Oh my
this.
goodness, this is hard.
Should have been a question.
Maybe a different one. Tiny tots. I think that works for us. What am I? A sheep? Go to the left. Goat? Go to the right. Cat? Go to the right.
Sheep.
Okay.
That's crazy. Fun fact, the maze is a farm.
Oh my
I
God,
mean, I guess.